as far as takeaways and stuff like that for a couple games. They've come, weren't there. These past two, y'all have gotten into that column. What's it like having that, kind of momentum as y'all get into the postseason?
I mean, it's really good, especially the way we've been playing back football for the last 4 games, taking the ball away. It's just a good feeling that we had the momentum going into the playoffs.
What is it for you guys on the defensive side? What do y'all feed off of most playing in front of the home fans?
Their energy. They've been amazing for the whole season. And for like the last 2 seasons actually. So just keeping themselves and bring that energy that we always feed off of.
Jourdan, you have takeaways in each of your last 2 games, but so does Donovan Wilson. What's it been like seeing Dono's just kind of emerge into hitting his stride right now?
We always knew what type of playmaker Donovan was. It's just him feeling comfortable and just playing in this skin again. So that's really just it. Him being comfortable and like I said, he's a playmaker. So those are gonna come. And he's playing really well, really good football right now. And I feel like that's going to continue the postseason.
Is it a coincidence that both you guys are kind of hitting your stride at the same time?
I don't know. It's always been like that ever since he came in 2019. We've always been going back and forth and getting turned over. So it's definitely a good feeling to see my guy get turned over.
Dan Quinn said that you want the fighters, and that's eventually it's all going to work out when you get a fighting mentality. Would you describe you both as?
Yeah, I feel like that's my mentality. Every time I go out there, it doesn't matter what happens. It's just go out there and fight. So I know I'm one of the best fighters around the league. So wherever that takes me, I'm ready for the situation.
Your postseason experience this last 3 years, is there anything you're doing to kind of usher these rookies in, take them under your wing, to kind of give them expectations of what to expect out of this postseason?
Just prepare how we've been preparing. That's it. Really. Just go out there and just prepare every week like it's our last week. So I feel like we've been doing that for the last few weeks, and just making sure that they're on top of the preparation and the details. We just go out there and play. It's a game. It's a very important game, but it's still a game of football.
When you look back at your journey now, what does it mean to you to be able to go in the postseason, coming off of 2 back-to-back weeks of having the production that you and Dono have?
It's a new week. It's a new week. It's always a good feeling to have a turnover, but it's a new week. We got to do it this week. We got to prove it to ourselves that we can do it. Every time we step on the football field. So, and that's just watching the field and being prepared and seeing our opportunities to make plays.
You guys are going up against one of the youngest teams in the league in the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, advantage to you guys as the veteran team, but can you talk about the challenge of going against youth in a playoff game where they might not understand the magnitude, so they play a little bit more loosely?
It's reckless and wild. They're going out there firing, honestly. So, they got the firepower to do it. They got the quarterback to do it. They got some really good skill positions to go out there and, operate the way, they have been doing. They've been putting up some points, going into the postseason. So, we just trying to shut them down because they definitely got some guys that can take the top off the defense and run the ball really well. So we just want to be ready for however they want to get down.
And obviously, you guys as a defense have had several dominant performances this season. But how much more dangerous can this team be when players like you and Donovan Wilson, who have both now found your top gear, post-injury, how much more dangerous can you be as a unit?
That means we have playmakers at every single position. Honestly, that just makes that defense more dangerous, and you have to prepare for everybody. So that kind of make sure that the other team is on their details. So it's kind of hard to prepare for just about everybody on defense, especially when you have Mike and those guys eating up front. So it's definitely a good feeling to have all of us firing on all cylinders, going to the postseason.
How valuable has Dan Quinn been? Because his name is always going to pop up.
Yeah, absolutely.
For jobs. This might be one of those years where he might have to go.
He's the heart and soul of this whole thing. He brought everybody together, and he put this whole defense together with some of the guys, AD and Joe Witt and all those guys coming together and putting it together. But he's the head of the monster. So he's the heart and soul of this, and he always just preaches life into it. So we definitely looking forward to having him back. So
Thanks, Joe.
I think it's Joe Witt's baby because he's another guy that wants to move up and be a coordinator or eventually.
Like I said, those guys revitalized my career, honestly. Just giving me the chance to go out there and play ball and, just believe in me when, a lot of guys throw me off. Just seeing the talent that I had and, capitalizing on it. Not just me, a lot of the guys in here. He gave us a second chance to go out there and show the league that we can play ball. So, those guys, they gave us our second shot. And, and we really appreciate him. So.